It's the Cracker Barrel philosophers in Crabtree Corners. And it's the tycoons in Wall Street. It's all races, creeds, and religions. It's freedom to work at the job you like. Freedom of speech and to peaceably assemble. Freedom to own property. Security from unlawful search or seizure.
Where's your warrant, Flatfoot?
The right to a speedy and public trial. Protection against cruel punishments and excessive fines. The right to vote. And to worship God in your own way. It is these freedoms that have made America strong.
Okay, so we got our freedom. But management's lousing up everything.
Labor is at fault. It's ruining the country.
My constituents, as your elected representative, I can assure you Labor's right. Management's right. I'm strictly neutral.
Labor, management, politicians, fooey. They can't tell corn from oats.
Hurry, step right up, folks. Here's the answer to your problems. Dr. Utopia's sensational new discovery, ISM. ISM will cure any ailment of the body politic. It's horrific. It's tremendous. Once you swallow the contents of this bottle, you'll have the bountiful benefit of higher wages, shorter hours, and security. Enormous profits, no strikes. Remember, you're the big boss. Government control, no worry about votes. Name your own salary. Bigger crops, lower costs. Why, ISM even makes the weather perfect every day. And now then, because we are introducing this amazing item for the first time in this country, it isn't going to cost you 1 cent. All you have to do is sign this little scrap of paper, and you get your bottle absolutely free.
I hereby turn over to ISM Incorporated everything I have, including my freedom and the freedom of my children and my children's children, in return for which said ISM promises to take care of me forever.
Get out of the way!
Pardon me.
And who are you, my good man?
I'm John Q. Public.
Ah, my fine friend, you're just in time to share this generous and gigantic offer. Sign right here.
Mind if I read it first?
Hurry up!
Freedom! Sign away my freedom! Why, this is ridiculous.
Don't be corny, brother.
Sure, our system of free enterprise isn't perfect.
But before we throw it away for some imported double talk, let's turn the clock back a few years to see what it's done for us. For example, back in the 1890s, Joe Dopes was just a guy who liked to tinker around his barn. Some people thought Joe was lazy, some even thought he was nuts. But one day, he had an idea. And because he was free to dream and tinker, Joe had a chance to make something of himself and his idea.
My granddad Joe moved to Colby Town for the steel works. Way back in the day when people used to go to church. We all started from the bottom, everybody's working class. So if we're gonna change the future, we gotta learn from the past. Read about the capitalists, start off with Adam Smith. Keep on packing spliffs, rotating early and back shifts. From taxes and debt, the only things that's guaranteed. So every week I smoke at least 28 grams of weed. Military tactics, they went from Oliver Cromwell to these naval force battleships, dropping the bombshell, well by conspiracies. And I ain't talking about Roswell, like Illmatic Track 10, you know it ain't hard to tell. Gone in 60 seconds on twalk in these car parks. I take my time to study Das Kapital, Karl Marx, checking out his quotes, and I can't even disagree. These revolutions seem to be the locomotives of history. They tell me that this here is a free country. Then how come all I see is these people living uncomfortably? The struggle is real, cause some are hungry for their next meal, others drunk as fuck, and betting on the roulette wheel. The game is clearly rigged, it ain't even a question. Seeing 6-year cycles of economic recession. Socialism is the answer, we ain't seeing progression. But this shit is swim or sink, so we need a profession. Media outlets, they're doing nothing but providing us lies. American democracy is so obviously privatized, surrounded by the bullshit, and I can't become climatized. V is for vendetta, so now I say it's time to rise. Cause these lands are corrupt, and freedom is an illusion. Now there's mad misinformation, and just a state of confusion. I'm focusing on winning, and I ain't committed to losing. This here is a free country, but freedom is an illusion. Freedom is an illusion.
They tell me this is a free country. They tell me
Labor worked together, Joe's idea grew. It grew with big things even he never dreamed of.
this is a free
Today, the automobile industry provides millions of jobs that never existed before.
this is a free
And remember, this is the story of only one industry. There are thousands more scattered all over the United States whose history of development is pretty much the same. We've built a country under the American system that sends more young people to high school and college than all the rest of the world combined. Why, even in the Depression, our wages bought more food, clothing, travel, and entertainment than the wages of any other people in the world. Our country has a national income equal to the total national incomes of any other 6 nation in the world. With only 7% of the Earth's, we drive 70% of the world's automobiles. That's just a sample of the things the capitalistic system has given us in only 160 years. Before signing up on Doctorism's formula to see what you get in exchange for your freedom. Go ahead, try it.